Michelle Frame, candy scientist. I'm president and founder of Victisaires, a food product development lab in Chicago where our specialty is confectionery and all things sweet. Today we're going to talk a little bit about chocolate, the food of the gods. Chocolate comes to us from Mesoamerica, where the Mayans valued the cocoa bean as an incredibly valuable currency. Cocoa, or the cocoa bean, comes from the tree called Theobroma cacao. It grows only in a very narrow band, 20 degrees north or south of the equator. The pods, this is a dry one, come in all sorts of beautiful colors of yellows, oranges, greens, reds. They're around 8 to 10 inches long, and within them is a very sweet, juicy white pulp. It reminds me of a star fruit or maybe a little bit of kiwi. I love enjoying the fruit part of that. But within that pulp is an incredibly bitter cocoa beans. Now when you split open cocoa beans, there's something called inside that we call the chocolate nib, which when that is ground, we have chocolate liquor. Now chocolate liquor doesn't actually have any alcohol in it. It's just the liquid form of the nib, which is the part that we actually eat. That nib is about 50% cocoa and 50% cocoa butter. The reason we love chocolate is that the cocoa butter, when tempered to the right fat crystal size, melts at body temperature and releases all the fabulous flavors. Because it grows in very particular soil, the weather, and the plants around the Theobroma cacao plant all factor into the flavor of chocolate. But that's not all. How we process it, dry it, roast it, whether we roast the bean or the nib, and then how it's conched, which is a process of mixing, all contribute to the flavor. Just like wine and the grapes, where they grow, the weather, and then again, how they're processed. It's why wine and chocolate go together so well. In the US, we have semi-sweet or bittersweet chocolate. Most of us call it dark. We have milk chocolate. We have white chocolate. And we have the new ruby chocolate from Barry Callebaut. Now if you're interested in playing with some chocolate and wine and seeing if you like the tasting, here's a few suggestions. Get a nice Prosecco and try it with the ruby or a really lovely white chocolate. A Chardonnay goes great with a white chocolate that has caramelized milk notes in it. You'll really find it inspiring the way it'll bring out those buttery rich notes in Chardonnay. With dark chocolate, I like a Malbec. And for dessert, I suggest an ice wine with a beautiful piece of milk chocolate. Again, Michelle Frame of Victisaires, have a lovely day and enjoy some wine and chocolate together.